Okay guys, so I'm receiving a lot of comments and questions through the blog of cool winter jackets to buy this season, this Christmas, right? So anyway, I've been replying to a lot of these comments with the quite simple thing is nothing has changed since the last winter jackets blog we did. Alright, so rewind, go back through the FashionGameTV website and you're going to find 2, maybe even 3 jackets on winter jackets. Jackets on winter jackets? Blogs on winter jackets is what I meant. 3 blogs on winter jackets. The ideas within those blogs are still totally relevant. Men's fashion doesn't change that quickly. And at FGTV we try and keep it sort of universal and total anyway. So that's going to work for a while. It's not going to be something that's going to go out of fashion tomorrow. You know, it's very sort of basic men's advice. So it's still going to work last year, this year, next year. So go to those blogs, check them out and choose the style you like. The exact styles may have changed, that's the only thing. So the ones from those blogs may not be available this season. However, there will be a slight modification and similar products will still be available from the same shops. So all you do is go in there, look at the styles you like, even tell the guy in the shop you like this jacket from last year, what's similar this season, get that, and it'll work. Alright? Guys who are abroad and don't have the English brands, simply find the style, copy it from the brands you have in your own locality. Anyway, so today we're going to show you a few examples of slightly different jackets or new ones which are out, 3 or 4 easy things which you can get today. Here we are in central London and we're actually outside All Saints. Okay, I know one leather jacket in there which I really love, so we're going to go and check that out in a minute. Before we do so, let's have a look at the jacket I'm wearing. Alright, I will undoubtedly mention it again in a minute when I'm in there. However, this is All Saints and is from last season. So that's All Saints is last season leather rock and roll jacket. They're still doing the same one in a slightly different colour and they're doing it in a brown and a black. It was so popular last season. So you see I put the hooded jacket in it for some extra warmth. That's by All Saints. I think it retails at about 250 to 300 quid. That'll be in there right now and you can go and check that out, okay? The other jacket we're going to sort of show you today is a lot smarter, right? It's not quite as rock and roll and vintage looking, and maybe it's better for the more classic dresser or the more mature guy. Anyway, that's in there. Let's go and find it. Okay guys, so here we are in All Saints. It's going to be very quick. And this is the fitted leather this season which we like the most. You can whack in a hoodie, like we did with this one, which is my one from last season, which is actually still made. So look out for this one as well, the more rock and roll one. My favourite for this winter is this fitted number, which is the Shift Leather Bomber, £258, and that's All Saints. So yeah, we're doing winter jackets. Put a hoodie in, like I am now. It's gonna look really cool. There's this style as well. Check it out, guys. All Saints. Okay, gents. So very quick, we're being watched right now. Okay, here we are in Reese, high street but quite expensive, and we found this jacket. I really love it. It's kind of a weird trench coat. Note the belt, the side zip. Just have a look underneath. Double-breasted underneath, collar up, and that is 245, the Alpha Cotton belted jacket. Okay, got that? Right, that's cheap for a trench coat actually. However, it's quite thin, but it's big enough to wear layers underneath. This would be great for young guys. Looks cool on me, or for the mature guy. Reese, go get it. Okay guys, so here we are actually in Top Man. Now. Top Man, totally cheap, shitty brand. It's for kids. If you're a student or in your 20s, cool. Early 20s. If not, you really want to look somewhere a bit more expensive. The style is good, but it's tacky and it's so mass produced everyone's got it. However, we have found 2 bomber jackets. Okay, so we've got the classic green bomber jacket here, that's the classic colour, and the black. Both of them should have an orange lining really. That's the classic bomber. This one is brown, but you get the idea. So we'll concentrate on this one, the black one. This is actually a concession of a different brand called the Ragged Priest, right? But it's on sale in Top Man, Oxford Street. You might not find this in all the Top Mans, but I'm sure if you Google Ragged Priest, you will find their website. This retails at £120 and is available in Top Man, Oxford Street. Okay, these are a real comeback. I remember wearing this to school and thinking I was like totally gangster when I was about 5. They're in again, and this is something we haven't covered last season. It's the bomber. Totally cool for someone who likes a bit more hip-hop style, rock and roll, vintage. Not suitable for the older gen, the mature guy or the smart guy. And actually, if you're a mature guy wearing this, you're probably going to look a bit like a sex offender. Not a good look. However, for the young guys, cool guys, it's going to look awesome. That is the bomber. Classic detail on the pockets. Anyone who's had a bomber back in the day will remember this. And that is a real hot look for the winter, and will also look great with a patterned hoodie or a different coloured hoodie like I'm wearing now. So that is the bomber jacket, and this is a concession, the Ragged Priest, available in Topman. However, if you can't get to Topman on Oxford Street, central London, or you can't find it online, you're going to see this jacket all over the place. I'm sure that nearly every high street brand has their own version of a bomber this season, simply because they're hot right now. So you younger guys, funky guys, guys who dress anything like me, someone who wants a bit of a different style, rock and rollers, the bomber jacket. 120 quid, Topman, the Ragged Priest. Okay guys, so having been in one crappy low-end shop, Topman, we are now in the king, actually let's say the queen of crappy low-end shops, because the king is Primark, H&M. Alright, so here's H&M's version of the bomber we just covered in Topman. Right, it is totally thin, literally it'll be like wearing a black plastic bag, but the style is there. It's another version of the bomber, just to show you that it's everywhere. And that retails, unsurprisingly, at 30 quid. Alright gents, if you like the bomber, invest in one on the level of Topman. It's going to be thicker, and it's going to be just generally a cooler jacket, and it's going to last. That's the H&M bomber anyway. Why I'm in these cheap shops is because we've got a lot of comments on the blog about finding jackets which are slightly cheaper, right? Because last time I did winter jackets, they tend to be really expensive, a lot of Ted Baker, a lot of coupons. Thus, H&M is as humanly possible as you can go for a winter jacket. Anything else is simply going to fall apart and definitely not keep you warm. So we've got two versions here. Last time we had winter jackets, I covered quite extensively trench coats, and this is actually a really nice version of the trench coat, yeah? That's H&M's trench coat for this season in the navy blue, which retails at a mere 60 quid. Again, it's not that thick, as you can see, slight lining, but with jumpers and stuff underneath, it's going to be a perfect winter jacket. So that's the H&M trench. And again, that's suitable for guys of all ages. The bomber jacket, very much for younger guys, vintage rock and roll dressers. The fitted leathers, the rock and roll ones again for younger guys. This one, however, is versatile. It works for all ages. I can picture someone wearing this in a suit underneath to work, or a young guy out rocking the town. So really versatile, all ages. Yeah. Then we've also got this little number. Okay, this looks like something my mum would have had me wearing in the playground when I was a kid, but they're actually quite cool. And that is the duffel coat, again by H&M. Right, we've got the sort of nice green checkered inlay, and it's actually quite warm as well, so not a bad look. And the duffels are cool, again, especially for the slightly more conservative dresser or the mature gen, right? Really love the traditional duffel do-up mechanism, if that's even a word. And it's got a hood to keep you warm in the winter, alright? So these are my favourites from Topman. So check them out, gents, and let's see what else we can find. Okay, gents, so here we are in Zara, another high street shop, not nearly as cheap and tacky as H&M, or as cheap, tacky and common as Topman, but still high street, mid-level high street prices. So here we have Zara's take on the classic parka jacket. Parka, worn by mods and cockneys and whatnot, and Londoners forever. Made famous by the film Quadrophenia or the mod era. This is the parka jacket, and it's awesome. It's warm, it's padded, it's got this nice big furry collar, and that retails at a mere 159. Now dudes, that is a great price for a thick winter jacket, and this will keep you warm. Unlike some of the other ones we've just been covering, which are really all that style, this is actually really warm with a nice furry inner collar. So that's the parka from Zara. Really cool jacket, and again suitable for all ages. It's going to look really cool with skinny jeans, especially for the more rock and rolly guy, yeah? Then again, it works with all looks and it's versatile for all ages. What else we got? We have this very smart long, smart evening jacket almost. And this one retails at $159. Again, of course, by Zara. It's a slim fit men's overcoat, really. Yeah. I love the kind of light grey underlying print there. And this will look so cool with all kinds of looks as well. You could wear this with a suit, you could wear it with really smart clothes, or you could wear it casually. In fact, let's have a look what this looks like right now with my look today, which is kind of hip-hoppy. No security, let's do this real quick. Just to show you how this will work with almost anything. There we go. Too small for me, but even with the hip-hoppy clothes, snakeskin skinny jeans, big old boots, a hat on, a chain, it still looks pretty cool. I hope you'll agree, gents, anyway, right? So this one really versatile, it rocks, and it is $159. Okay, so it looks cool with any look. I can make it work with a hip-hop style, as I have just done, yeah? But mainly this is going to work with your high-end stuff. Mature gents go mad, it's going to look really cool. As for the younger guys who want to look smart, or if you know how to combine weird styles, this will work. So we had the classic parka and the smart men's overcoats, both from Zara, gents. That was Zara, thank you very much. So we usually finish off in here, the couples, because we get to film in the changing room, which is awesome. We can just do it right here and right now. So here we are with the shiny, glossy couples jacket, which I think is the best in their range this season. Let's get it on. Alright, awesome. Right, I feel so warm and nice already, okay? So, really warm, really cool, great looking jacket. As you can see, it's got this kind of bomber jacket material, thus we're including it in this section, but it's actually, well, the couples call it the Twill Pez Parka. So Parka's actually a different kind of jacket, with a furry collar, usually in green, which mods would wear in England in the 60s, so that's a Parka. For me, this looks like a bomber jacket, and it has all the hallmarks of a bomber jacket, so we're calling it a bomber. Really nice jacket. I love the leather finish on the pocket and the sleeve and the leather details around the zip, you know, up here on the shoulders. Really cool jacket. The fur collar is detachable, so this is a nice bomber. Really in this season, a real definite for someone who can afford it. Which brings it on to the next point, is the price. The couples is very expensive, and this, my friends, the Twill Pez Parka, is £495. That's a lot of money for a jacket from the couples. A lot of money. So yeah, it's a beautiful jacket, but it's the same criticism we have often with the couples. It is very expensive. But anyway, so this is the couples take on a bomber slash parka for this season. Check it out. Right now, right here. Right, so the first I'm going to show you is my favourite. Ta-da! And this jacket is freaking beautiful. Right, it's got this lovely matte leather finish, the long zips on the arms. It's got a detachable fur collar as well, so you get that kind of old school bomber look as well, mixed in with the rock and roll style, which is very in this season, as you will have seen from several of the other jackets I've covered from other brands. So let's see what the couples take looks like on. James fucking Dean. Alright, yeah, that's cool. Alright, so I love this jacket, man. It's a beautiful jacket, it's warm, detachable fur collar if you want to get that little Tom Cruise Top Gun going on there, and the vintage looking leather rockers jacket style, right? Been a common thing running through all the videos today of leather jackets for this winter. This is definitely one of the nicest, if not the nicest. And I would imagine, if we can find a price tag, which we can't, I'd imagine the price, let's see if we can find it inside, is going to reflect how nice it is. So, dun dun dun, That's 595 quid. Alright, if you've got money to spend on a winter jacket, yeah, it's a lot. If you're rich, or you just think this jacket's going to last a while, it's a great thing to invest in. It's beautiful, it rocks. Everything about it is totally in style at the moment and should be for the foreseeable future. So that's the Kooples Matte Lamb leather jacket. So that's the name of it, Matte Lamb, and that's 595. And that, my friends, is by the Kooples. Okay, cool. So that's my favourite jacket in the shop at the moment. But there's also another version, right? This is like, you know, another fitted leather, like a few of the other ones we've been covering today, but it's not rock and roll. So as I said, there's been other shops with examples of the rock and roll version and the straight fitted leather. So once again, we've got the detachable collar. We've got a kind of finish on the leather, but it's more just, you know, soft leather. It's not actually the matte finish. And this one is 545 quid. And it's the Lamb. It's called the Lamb. So I think it's actually lamb's leather. Would make sense, wouldn't it? It's lamb's leather. And the other one had a matte finish, thus the Matte Lamb. And this is just the Lamb. So, a bit cheaper. Again, from the Kooples. Let's try this one on. Oh. So, again, you can see, really cool, great fit. It's warm. The leather is so soft. That's like a hallmark of lamb's leather. Like the jacket I showed you in All Saints already, also lamb leather. And it's a beautiful jacket as well. It's a bit more low-key than the rock and roll one, and I always love the more extreme things, although that is by no means extreme. It's just a bit cooler, a bit more of a look. But this again, a really lovely jacket. So that was the Kooples, guys, and these are jackets, the Kooples winter this year. Go and check them out. Thanks, guys.